Hello again. I'm just here to give you some first impressions of the Stinger Challenge kit. This comes with the what looks like the P311 0.6mm caliber BB gun, actually two of them. And I was just going to show you a little bit about the cartridge mechanism, the magazine. So I had some initial issues getting this to load into the gun. I'd put it in, and as it would get close, it would have problems. All of a sudden, BBs would start flying out. And the problem is this: there's a spring here that where you load the BBs, and you pull this down all the way, and it clicks right at the bottom, right there, because of this little guy right here. Problem is that it's very sensitive. See, I just barely touched it, and it flew out. So, you know, you may have trouble, even just as you load your BBs, if this thing gets touched by the tiniest amount by accident with your other finger, or you maybe warp the magazine slightly, this will go flying out, and all your BBs will go flying. And so, the way to get around it is this, and I found that I have to do this little trick. So first, bring it down so it's there. Keep your finger on it, otherwise it has a likelihood of flying out. Okay, while you're holding that down, see. While you're holding this down with your finger, you can open this up here, okay? And then you simply drop the BBs in with your hand, or if you have a funnel, you know, one of the BB containers that has a little spout on it, you can do that as well. Okay? So it's, I'm sorry, with the camera in my, you know, trying to film this, it makes it a little bit more challenging, but it's pretty quick. So you can see I've almost got all of them in here. Okay, that's I believe that's 12. So I let go of the little clip here. Okay, and be very careful. Okay, I flip it around because this little guy here, the minute I touch it, it has problems. And I load up the gun in the other like this. Okay, and then really quickly push it in. There. Now it's loaded. Okay, got my safety off. I can cock the gun like that, and now I'm ready to shoot. So let's go over to the target board. Okay, give me a second. Now I found some issues with this thing, and I'll show you why. Don't mind the mess. Got quite a bit of stuff going on here, but okay, let's aim and fire. Okay, there's one. Now notice what happens. I shot the board, but the BB rolled off. It's actually right here. You can see it right there. Okay, well, I'm going to shoot this again, even closer range. Hang on a second. I have to trying to hold my camera here. Okay, here we go. I'll do this so you can have a look. Okay, well, I'll try to bring this over like this. Okay, I'm going to zoom in and watch what happens to the BBs as I fire it. Okay? Here we go. Okay, so I've basically unloaded the entire gun, 12 shots, but look what's happening. Look, my BBs are rolling down the target. Only this one stayed. See that? So there's gel backing. As much as it's nice, unfortunately the BBs come off. I'm not sure what to do about that, other than lay a piece of paper over this thing. I'm not even sure if that's going to work. And but I'm pretty sure this is the way it's supposed to work. I mean, it is sticky, it's vertical, but only this BB stayed. Look, it's you know, if it's not in all the way, and I wasn't that far away either. I mean, it was hitting the thing with quite a good velocity. It should have actually stuck, but look, it's rolling down. You know, this is ridiculous. How are you supposed to know you know, what you're shooting if it's rolling down. So I don't know, they need to maybe work on some system where the BB gets embedded, maybe make it more rough, make the gel surface rougher, or have bumps on it, so that way if it tries to roll down it gets stuck on the way down. Have maybe some vertical, you know, maybe vertical grooves in the gel, so if it tries to fall it has to go over the bumps or something. I'm not sure what to tell you. Or do I angle it? Do I go like this a little bit, you know, in order to have it, the gravity not pull it down? I don't know. Anyway, that's just the first impression of the kit. I like the way the gun shoots. Once I figured out how to load it properly without, you know, by holding the little spring mechanism and not letting it stick out. However, I think there's a little bit of improvement to be made on the gel target. And there's just a quick look at, you know, what's going on there. And then in the meantime I have all my BBs down here again, as you can see, and I can then reuse them, and that's it. Another idea I had was maybe have a little hole here, so or you know, with a little plug, or maybe even a funnel, like a little tube, so I could just bring my magazine up, you know, like this to the edge of the tray, and I could just simply put it in and push all my guys in there, on the BBs, and then take it out. You know, they could add a little funnel or a hole here. So anyway, some ideas on how to improve this. But like I said, some kind of vertical grooves or bumps, and maybe a hole with a little spout. Now the only thing is, if you have several people shooting, you're going to have mix of blue and red BBs. So I'm not sure how they're going to work around that. Perhaps again, you know, you'll have to sort them out in the tray, you know, easily. They'll maybe put a little separator here, and then you could bump over the blue ones and the red ones, and then you could load up the magazines that way. But anyway, just the first look at the P31-1 Stinger kit with the gel target. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed this video.